Welcome to the Redirect, Regroup, Refocus podcast with your host, life coach Jeff Relaford. This podcast is designed for those who wish to change their inner self in order to maximize outward potential. So come redirect, regroup, and refocus with your number one life coach, Jeff Relaford.
I'm right there with that risk. I'll take that. Thank you, brother.
All right. Awesome. Oh, are you taking a picture?
No, I'm videoing.
No, oh, you're videoing.
Come on, cut that out. Your brother in arms now, so.
Hello. What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Life Coach Jeff, coming to you with another episode of the Redirect, Regroup, Refocus podcast. And as promised, what did I say I was going to do, people? I told y'all that we were going to come back here next week and we were going to highlight the owner and CEO of Karma Cigar Bar, Dhiren Shah. Now, y'all heard a little bit of the preview, a little bit of the atmosphere that he created. You know, we also got a chance to talk to the manager, Chuck, as well, and he highlighted his role, and he talked about Han as well as the COO, what they all do to come together to make this place what it actually is. But today we're going to dive in a little bit deeper, and we're going to actually get some backstory. So how you doing, man?
Good, man. How are you?
I'm doing great, sir. And, you know, I just want to, like I said last week, I want to tell you again, man, thank you for opening up your place so that we can actually do some episodes here and we get a chance to highlight you. You know what I mean? It's a good thing, man. So I'm grateful.
Honestly, it's an honor for me to talk to you about how I came up with this business and stuff like that. So it's a win-win situation for both of us. It's a win-win situation for me. Let's put it this way.
Definitely. I hear you, man. And the feeling is mutual. It's likewise, brother. So I appreciate it. Yeah. So we had a little bit of time to talk beforehand. You know what I mean? So we figured out where we want to start at.
Uh-huh.
So where we're actually going to start is not at the beginning, but we're going to start to see how all of this came to be, how it formatted. You know, we talked. We're picking a starting point, and like we said, that starting point is 2007, right?
Yes.
So, okay, let's go.
So back in 2007, I took over my dad's business, which was a smoke shop.
Mm-hmm.
He had a small 1,700 square foot smoke shop, had a couple of humidors, but that's not something I really enjoyed, staying behind the counter, talking, hey, how are you doing? And this is the price, and get out. I wanted to have a social business. I wanted to have a hospitality business.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to have a friendship within a business. And how do I do that? I mean, I wanted to evolve from smoke shop to a cigar lounge and tobacco shop. So we actually took over the next door from the landlord. Same building, but next I moved from 1,700 square feet to 2,200 square feet.
Oh, wow, that's a nice jump.
Ask architect to design a smoking lounge for about 20, 25 people sitting arrangement. And it became a talk of the town back in the day, you know?
Yeah.
But we were allowing BYOB, we were making coffee, a small bar, a couple TVs in that cigar lounge, tobacco shop. It picked up. Over 7 years, we grew. But when you grow, there is always going to be a problem, you know.
This is true. That's true.
Our landlord got a complaint from our neighbor who happened to be a dentist. And dental clinic started complaining that we have a smoke sipping into their lounge. How the hell after 7 years something starts?
Exactly.
It's
Yep,
it's a
I hear you.
manufactured problem.
Mhm.
The dentist wanted to get out of the lease. He
Okay.
was using my name. Now landlord thought that because I I have a smaller frontage
Okay.
of
Yep.
the business,
Mhm.
and next door neighbor who had 25, 30 locations from this particular landlord,
Mhm.
he listened to that particular tenant.
Okay, I
That
got you.
I believe in him. I want to take care of him, and you can move out to one of our locations. I said, you know what, I'm not doing it.
Okay.
I said, let me figure out something.
Mhm.
And in the same year, we got a BYOB Class B misdemeanor that
Wow.
people were having their own alcohol, and
Mhm.
customer were enjoying that pace. But when you get Class B misdemeanor, wait
Yeah.
a second, man. This is not the direction I wanted to go, but this is what
Exactly.
I got in. So I talk to myself like we talk right now, and you know what? I
Mhm.
never want to get into this situation again.
Okay.
I want to have cigar bar.
Mhm.
I want to have a food. I want to have a nice spacious lounge.
Mhm.
I want to have exhaust system, and then that's how inception started.
Okay.
When you when you start incepting something,
Mhm.
you start writing your vision, your
Mhm.
mission. What
I agree.
what business do you like?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was not going into strictly cigar bar business. I was going into a bar business. I
Okay.
was going into now venue business. I
Exactly.
was going into food business.
Okay.
Uh,
So you
cigar.
went from just having the idea of kind of it being like a cigar kickback area.
I mean,
in a sense.
in a sense.
Okay.
So I believe in the blue ocean theory.
Okay.
Have you read the book called
No.
Blue Ocean Theory? Yeah.
Yeah.
So blue ocean theory, what it does,
Mhm.
if you have your core business,
Okay.
you innovate areas that actually gives you
Mhm.
a little bit margins from this side, the other side,
Okay.
and start building a business
Got you.
that
Just showing you how to
doesn't
incorporate everything.
really come. You don't bleed. If I have a smoke shop
Mhm.
and if I have this price for cigar, people are gonna say, you know what are you offering? Cigar? I can go to cigarinternational.com and buy these cigars.
Mhm.
No, I have a cigar, I have a drinks.
Yeah.
Above and beyond, I have a lounge, I have an exhaust system,
Mhm.
I will provide a social atmosphere. You can watch TV, you can watch sports.
Yeah.
That's not something Cigar International offers.
Okay.
So,
Got you.
so we created something that others are not offering,
That's
and
it.
that's not something. It's an ever evolving concept.
Definitely.
It doesn't stop from you can you conceptualize, you build, you're done.
Mhm.
No, it's not. That's not how it works. How it works is
Mhm.
you continuously evolve your business as customers' needs,
Okay.
customers' desires, customers' comfort, and you add areas of the customer desires.
And see, what I like about what you're saying is you're adding value.
Yeah.
You're adding value as the time goes on because
Mhm.
we got to remember, and I'm going to let y'all know, my man is dropping gems here. So if you're listening, please take heed to what he's saying because he's giving you a formula to format anything that you want to
Yeah.
format business wise.
Yeah.
But he's showing you how this particular format fits to his cigar bar.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's awesome, man.
Yeah, I love
Mhm.
to actually coach just like you coach people.
Yeah.
That if they ever get stuck somewhere,
Mhm.
they can also call me, and
Definitely.
I'll be happy to help them out. And it doesn't necessarily have to be in cigar business,
Yes.
tobacco business.
Uh-huh.
Business is business.
Mhm.
When Steve Jobs asked, I forgot the name of the former CEO of Pepsi
Mhm.
or Coca-Cola. He asked, "Are you gonna sell sugar water, or are you gonna do a little bit better than that?"
Mm.
So, as a businessman,
Yeah.
You can be CEO of this company or the other company, it doesn't matter. You can still efficiently run the business as long as you know how to scale it up, you know?
Definitely. Okay.
So,
And I'm gonna be honest. That's one of the challenges that I face with coaching. You know what I mean? And it's hard for a lot of coaches to scale the business up.
yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna talk to you about some things, man.
Yes.
Because the man is knowledgeable, and that's what we have to remember, people. When we start looking at different aspects of life, you know what I mean? We see where people add value. We see where people can help. You know what I mean? And that's what you got to take advantage of.
We'll go on that
Yeah.
in lemon term.
Yeah.
Right.
Lemon time. Yep.
So you're a plumber
Mm-hmm.
and you have 6-inch line going throughout the plumbing of your house, right?
Okay. Yeah.
But you have somewhere 2-inch line.
Mm-hmm.
That's your bottleneck.
Okay.
Okay.
Gotcha. Mm-hmm.
So you have to find a bottleneck of your business or your life. Where is that bottleneck, and expand that bottleneck, and flow will continuously offering you.
Okay.
So
I got you. See, once again, dropping the gems, man.
yeah,
I see.
yeah.
I see.
So that's very important for scaling your business.
Okay.
The bottlenecks are the one that kills your business.
Okay.
And if you understand how to solve that, it's easy.
Okay. Got you. So with that being said, what type of challenges did you face with having to scale this upward? You know?
Oh man, challenges. Life is a challenge. You take those challenges into opportunities.
Okay.
Right? You're always gonna have a challenge. When we started business, we didn't have a customer base. We didn't have cash flow. We didn't have enough finance. We didn't have inventory. We didn't have a good exhaust system. We didn't have a liquor license. We just started with a small what you can bite. You eat elephant one bite at a time, right?
Yep, true.
And then you start evolving as your business evolves. Your mind also evolves.
Definitely.
Your customer also evolves.
Mm-hmm.
When we started this business, customer had no idea called drinking and smoking at the same place in Northwest Indiana. People were bringing they were trying to bring you their own alcohol. I'm like, no, you can't do that anymore.
Exactly.
So we had to educate customers.
Okay.
It's not but education is evolution.
Exactly.
You educate your employees, you educate your vendors, you educate your customers.
Yes.
You educate yourself. That's how it starts, right?
That's it.
Yeah. So it doesn't really. I'm sorry, I got a phone call.
No, it's okay.
That's okay. Can we?
And see, look, I want y'all to understand this. We talking about the mindset of the businessman, but guess what? The businessman got a call right now.
Yeah.
See, this is real life.
Yeah.
This is what happens. And when you own a business, you have to understand that there are times when people are going to need you.
Yeah.
And that's more of that educational part that you spoke of too.
Yes.
Because you're going to be pulled around in different directions. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I would also say you got to be flexible, correct?
Yes.
Yep.
Your mind works 24/7. Even when you're sleeping, you still think about business. You go to bed.
Yeah.
You thought about business. That thought carries over overnight.
Yes.
And next day you get an idea that the thought I was thinking, your unconscious mind or conscious mind, that thinks over. And
exactly.
Yeah.
So would you say that implementation was implementation was a fear when you were progressing and moving upward for expansion of Karma?
No,
or was it something that you just kind of walked into?
Yeah, I walked into. I had a business plan, but business plan is not a cookie cutter. It gives you idea. It gives you direction. This is what I want. Numbers doesn't fall the way you expect.
Okay.
Yeah, customers' expectation you can't fulfill every time. You have this brand. Oh, you don't have this brand. This is what I wanted. It's educating customers. 5 out of 10, they will buy into your ideas, your knowledge. Other five will say, you know what? Can you put it on the shelf? And we try to evaluate whether we want to bring that line or not.
Exactly. Yeah.
So it goes across the board, from food to cigar to wine to bourbon to beer, even private space, membership, all that. I mean, it's not a cookie cutter.
Okay.
You just have to work around, and as business evolves, you evolve, your business plan evolves, and if you think you found a niche, you find the right people to manage that niche.
Okay, got you. So you would say having the right team has helped you also
Absolutely.
greatly.
Yeah.
And even with the development of your team, how did that progress? I know we talked a little bit about that last week, but on that deeper level, you know what I mean? How did you know you had the right people to service what you were trying to put out there?
Look, the day I opened, did I have a right people? No. Right?
Yes.
It evolves, like I told you.
Yep.
And you nurture, you train them, and I build a good management team, but I still am looking for more help. We're building a second location. We're going to build out the back area.
Yes.
We're going to need, right now we are 10, 12 people operation. It's going to turn into 35, 40 people operation.
There you go. Yep.
First, you hire a right person that manages that area, and that everything else evolves around that person.
Got you.
If that area is taken care, then you hire a second person for the other area, and then that person evolves around that other people you hire under him or her. So team building, it's not a luck.
Okay.
It's throwing a dart, and sometimes it sticks, sometimes it doesn't.
Okay.
But there will be a time that dart will stick, right?
Definitely.
And you will find the right people.
Okay.
And you have to share your vision and mission, and your team has to buy into that vision and mission.
Okay.
And I'm fortunate that over the year or 2 or 3, I found that team. And that team is binded with our vision and mission to evolve further this business in multifolds.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And I see how everything starts with that mindset.
Yeah.
It all starts with that mindset, and what you have to do is you literally have to push. You got to push it out. You have to have that will, that determination, that insight inside to push out whatever it is you want to create. Because the blessed part of it is that we can create anything we want to.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Man has started creating from needle to a space shuttle, right?
There it is. Yes, sir.
So, I mean, not that we can. The human brain is capable to do it as long as we think over, we build a little chunk at a time rather than expanding too fast. When you try to expand too fast, you're going to collapse somewhere.
Okay, so you're going to collapse somewhere. So you mean when you devote too much time in one area, something's going to lessen on one end?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
That's what I was trying to. Let's say if I had a vision to build a multi-million-dollar business, and if I didn't have money in my pocket, if I didn't have enough money or enough manpower, how would that evolve?
Definitely.
You gotta have everything in place, at least at the scale that it can evolve further.
Definitely. And I want people to understand I'm asking these types of questions because for the business owner who is starting off, these are all the questions that run in your mind. You know what I mean? When you start, a lot of times we don't know where that starting point is. You know what I mean? Now, we know where we want to end.
Yeah. Yeah.
100% of the time, we always know where we want
But
to
what's
end.
the transition? How are you gonna?
There it is.
How are you gonna do it?
Yep.
What are you gonna do it?
Mm-hmm.
When is the right time?
Exactly.
Why are you doing it?
Yep.
So, have you ever thought, you're sort of journalist, right?
Mm-hmm.
Journalists always have a 5W2H theory.
Okay.
Why, when, where, what? Why, when, where, what? And there's a fifth W, and 2H, how and how many.
Okay.
If you ask yourself those 7 questions, you will have an answer for that particular thing.
Okay. Gotcha. Now you see, time moves by very quick, as you've noticed when we talked before.
Yeah.
Because I just got the signal that we have 5 more minutes.
Oh, really?
And I'm telling you, man.
Yeah.
And see, this is once again, this is why I do this podcast. I do this podcast so people can get insight. You know what I mean? So people can walk into something and shift their mindset.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, the whole premise of the podcast is inward growth. For outward expansion, as I told you before.
Yes.
So all these keys that you've dropped, everything that you said, from start to finish, and we're not done.
Yeah.
And he's definitely not done. He has so much more that's in the tank that 30 minutes cannot even cover. And that's just real talk. You know what I mean? But I'm grateful that what you've done is you had a vision.
Yes.
You started off in a place that you weren't happy with, and you wanted to change it.
Yes.
You wanted to switch it.
Yes.
So what you did was you took everything that you had up here that you have seen that possibly would work and didn't work. So you had your baseline, and you expanded from that.
Yes.
And that's what's great about your story, man.
Yeah.
That's what's great about how we have this development called Karma Cigar Bar. And as you mentioned earlier, you are going to expand, and you're going to have another spot. Where's that going to be at again?
In Munster, Indiana.
In Munster. And I don't know, we're going to pop up the blueprints.
Yes.
I'm going to make sure they're able to see that, because the thing is, it's awesome, yo. It's awesome. Just that picture alone and what you said you want to do, the description, all of that. It's perfect.
Yes.
So, hey, man, I hate that we have to cut it short now. I hate that we have to end it. But is there anything else that you want to add in before we go ahead and we end here?
The thing is, you have to mentally grow before you physically grow your business location. If you are able to, you have to read, you have to watch YouTube videos and stuff like that.
Yeah.
There's nothing in this world that other person haven't solved in some other directions.
Okay.
You're gonna find in a reading and viewing on YouTubes and video blogs, you're gonna find a solution. And I'm glad you are watching what I'm going through or what I have gone through. So definitely we will answer you some of the questions, but there will be questions, if you have any questions, that is somewhere in the books or somewhere in the YouTube.
Exactly. I hear you, man. So what y'all take out of this, y'all remember, you have so much knowledge out there, but you have to match up that knowledge with your potential. And that's exactly what this man has done here. He has matched that knowledge with potential, and he continues to grow. So, my man, I thank you for sitting down with us, dog. As always. It's always, how we doing it? We're going to, bam, there it is. It's always a great thing, man.
Yeah.
So, hey, man, I thank y'all for tuning in to the Redirect, Regroup, Refocus podcast. And remember, I love y'all. Peace out.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening and tuning in to the Redirect, Regroup, Refocus podcast. We do thank you and appreciate and value you as a listener. Now, I would like to just throw in, please follow us on social media. You can follow us on Instagram as Redirect, Regroup, Refocus, and also Life Coach Jeff Relaford. You can also find me on Facebook as Jeff Relaford. That's my personal page. Go ahead, give me a follow there. I always put up some good inspirational content. And also the business page, Redirect, Regroup, Refocus on Facebook as well. So, all right, you all, thank you for tuning in. And next week, we will be here again. Remember, redirect, regroup, refocus. I love y'all.